my dear Taurus, this is a reading about what the person most on your mind would want to happen between you two with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. As an extended member to this channel, you will get these readings ahead of time and with no ads. And there's an all signs reading up. Will stable romantic love be back in my life for the full members to this channel? And what is the truth that I'm not able to see and face right now is up for all the members to the channel. Subscribe and then check out the many perks through the join button that will appear, or follow the link in the description box to learn more about membership. And I use the Steampunk Tarot for the readings part, and I will start shuffling your cards. So when I open your deck here, I see the Queen of Cups together with the Wheel of Fortune. So it feels as if they feel very lucky to have you, or they might want a second chance with you. They are, at least I feel a lot of excitement when it comes to you here, that you are the queen or possibly the king of their heart, and they are excited but also scared is what I'm feeling. Okay, so I call the divine with love and light, and here we have the Three of Cups together with the Wheel of Fortune. So I feel like there's some kind of complication here, but I will start with how they feel for you. Three of Cups. It's as if you are a very special person to them, that it's easy to talk to. They can talk to you for hours and hours, and or at least it was like this in the beginning, and it's like you are the person that truly knows them, and they can truly open up and be themselves with you. But I'm feeling that it might be, for some of you, there's some distance between you and this person. So they might be trying to replace you with someone else because your relationship didn't work out. I don't know if that's for everyone, but for some that's like this. So I call the four archangels in the four corners of the world. And despite possibly trying to date other people, they feel very strongly for your relationship that you are the one. And with you it was so easy, and with you it fell, you know, right from the start, and everything was like made to be, or it is made to be. Okay, and I call the 6 elements, and here we have the Three of Swords together with the Wheel of Fortune. So with the Wheel of Fortune being the significator like this, I think that there has been some repetitive pattern in this relationship or in this person's life that have led to heartbreak over and over and over again. So either this was the reason maybe you left them, or they didn't want to stay in the relationship to be heartbroken over and over again, or they're generally scared of either the mistakes that they usually do that makes them end up heartbroken or breaking the hearts of others. But there's definitely a pattern here with the Wheel of Fortune being the significator. So now I will shuffle in this other way that are not going to give us significators. So I call the 6 elements, earth, wind, fire, water, spirits, and ether, to join us here today and to give us a clear view reading for my dear Taurus viewers. So I want my dear Taurus to have love in their life and to find themselves in loving relationships. Also want you to have creative success and to be able to walk on your highest path towards your highest destiny. So it was done there. Okay, I'm just going to tune in for a few seconds to you, the person most on your mind, and what this person would want to happen between you two. So this is this person's most likely action, and it's also the evolution of your relationship. This is what they would want to have happen, and we see the Hermit here. So with the Hermit, together with the significator Wheel of Fortune that we saw before, I'm pretty sure that they are trying to work this through. They see the pattern and they're trying to improve. They're trying to find themselves and find the reason to why this is repeating in their life. So they're definitely going through some personal growth. But the Hermit is also a singles vibe to it. So it's possible that they are single either from everyone or from you. And this is the most likely action, and we have the Ace of Wands there. Ace of Wands goes very well with the Star card. It's like feeling divinely inspired, maybe to do something brave or something out of the ordinary, maybe to break the routine with the Wheel of Fortune and, you know, get ourselves a new karma instead, or create a new, better cycle, hopefully. I was just joking. Okay, so this is their intentions, and we have the Queen of Pentacles. So this is, of course, you. So their intention is you, but it's also wife, commitment, having a partner for a longer period of time. Queen of Pentacles, very stable energy, and possibly nurturing oneself and learning to love oneself as well, because this is Virgo energy. So it's one of the challenges for Virgo about self-love, and it's how Virgo developed through learning self-love. Okay, and this is their feelings for you, and we have Justice. So it's possible that they feel as if they have done you wrong, and we had the 10, this is 11, that they want to change this vicious cycle and do better next time, avoid the mistakes, avoid the heartbreak. But for some, this is also a person that's practicing self-love, and from here on now they want to be fairly treated. So it can go a little bit both ways, but we'll see a little bit more as we see more cards. This is how they view you, so this can be very revealing. A 7 of Pentacles. Okay, so again, I'm getting this sense of there's a distance between you two, and there's a delay or a block or something that makes them feel, I definitely feel this person wants a second chance with you, and they want to figure out how to not do the same mistakes again, so that you can be together. That's what I see, what they want. What they want doesn't have to be the same thing as what they do, but I saw a lot of bravery here with the Ace of Wands, so hopefully. And this is how they view your relationship, and we have a 9 of Swords, again confirming that all is not well in this relationship. Possibly they miss you desperately, and they're trying to date other people, but seeing that it's not feeling the same, it's not the same. I think this person might feel as if there's a trauma bond between you because of the Wheel of Fortune, and that there's this vicious cycle repeating in your life. So possibly they don't know if you are good for them or not. Maybe they feel as if they are drawn to you, and it's a negative thing, almost like a devilish thing, being attached to one's old wounds because of this 9 of Swords here. So that can confuse them and make them less than clear if it's supposed to be you in their life or not. Because when we are having a trauma bond towards someone, it's the trauma that we are in love with. And because, like children, we want to play car accident over and over again until it doesn't hurt anymore. So we want to repeat the vicious cycle until it doesn't hurt anymore. So, for example, if we had parents that didn't love us or didn't understand us or weren't really there for us, we'll find a partner that's the same, has the same problem, or where the dynamic between you foster this kind of problem. So we have to deal with it again. And let's say that we have a mother that was on pills, let's say that, and then we will find that we are attached to people, or we get attached to people that often escapes reality and can't really be there for us. So we're repeating this, and we're falling in love with that type of person because it's an unhealed trauma inside of us that makes us do that. And eventually we will figure this out with the Wheel of Fortune, you know, the same thing happening again and again and again and again. And we say, hey, I see a pattern here. And we don't want to repeat that pattern. So from now on, I'm not going to fall in love with these type of people. I'm going to stop myself from doing that. I don't know if it's entirely possible, but it's if we start to heal ourselves, it's definitely possible to change that pattern. And to heal ourselves, the first step is self-love. And if we love ourselves, we are not going to go with a partner that's dragging us into abuse and addiction and codependency, things like this, or other painful things. So we are not going to allow ourselves to be heartbroken again. And therefore, even if we are drawn to that type of person, we are not going to go with that type of relationship. So during this point in time, we might very well find ourselves being the hermit because we can't be in a relationship because we would repeat that old cycle. So we need to heal during a period of time where we are maybe we are being single or even celibate, and because we don't want to get attached to a new person that has the same kind of vicious that we have the same kind of vicious karma with. So instead we work on healing ourselves, working through our issues. So next time we fall in love, it will be with someone that's healthier, that's we have leveled up in frequency. 9, and this is also 9, which is connected to the hermit. So they feel alone, they miss you, but they also have all these thoughts in their head. What was the reason to them repeating this old cycle with you over and over again? So this is what they would want to have happen. And we have the 8 of Swords. So I've already told you about this. It's the logic over heart, that they see that it's a negative pattern between you two. Either they are the one causing the abuse, or then they feel like a victim to the abuse. It will be different for different Taurus how their partner feels, because I feel like it's 50-50 here. But definitely they have these limiting thoughts, and it's as you see also a good thing to second guess your relationships and try to figure out how to not repeat the same cycle that's breaking our heart over and over again. But it's making it even more complicated. I would think that this person has a problem creating a new relationship with someone else. They also have a hard time forgetting you, and they are very sad about this, and it's very confusing for them because they want something that they think is bad for them. And but this is at least the start of the process. I think they will figure it out that yes, I love this person or this kind of personality in people. I fall in love with that type of person. But I'm going to figure out ways to care for myself and love myself, so I don't have to desperately end up in a relationship that's destructive. Okay. But right now they don't have a solution. They just feel like it's very complicated, this thing. Hermit. Okay, so we'll see their most likely action. And we have a King of Pentacles coming underneath the Queen of Pentacles. So definitely the next relationship, they want a stable one. They want a committed one. They want a healthy one. They want to have taken a quantum leap in their personal growth and be able to have better relationships. And we have seen with the Star card, the Ace of Wands, that they're very hooked up on you. So even if they have these thoughts logically, I definitely feel as if they are working towards, like their dream is possibly a stable relationship with you, but they might think that that's impossible on a logic from a logic point of view. But the next relationship that they will have, they will bet much harder into this and do much better work, more stable work, really stay in the relationship and work through the issues, possibly even go and to counseling or to working on ourselves in the relationship so that we can stay in the relationship. Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, husband and wife energy. And here we have the King of Swords coming underneath Justice. So they're going to stay on top of this pattern that we saw repeating, the Wheel of Fortune. And they are going to end this karma. They are going to try to do whatever they can to detach themselves from that old pattern. It's not going to have a grip over their life anymore. In this case, a Knight of Swords is severing all ties to this old karma. The Justice card is a very strict card. It tells that you can't pass through here to your next level of existence until you have let go of all the things that's, this repetitive pattern. And that will happen through the Hangman. And you also need to transform the things that you thought were cute about yourself, made you giggle, but that's really part of your pattern. Something that you need to end and never not repeat again. It's not that final. We are allowed to make mistakes, but at least become conscious about these mistakes. And the Knight of Swords is very good on consciousness. It's a little bit young, a little bit immature energy, so it will be rigid at times and make mistakes when cutting loose people and situations from their life. Five of Pentacles. So this is when we have cut out people and situations from our life. And we see the Seven of Pentacles here, Five of Pentacles. Again, I'm getting the sense of them feeling very lonely without you, but they also feel as if they need to go it alone because that they're not treating themselves well or other people well, or they're not being treated well in the relationship with you. That seems to have been a repetition of this old pattern. Okay. So Five of Pentacles. It's like they're foregoing love to be alone, but to figure this out. They might be overthinking a little bit. They need to go into an emotional space. And it's as if you have a car and the oil lamp is, blinking like this. You want to go and fix that oil lamp, even if it makes you feel fear that something is going to be terribly wrong with the car. We don't ignore that type of problem. And in the same way, a human being that has a pattern like this usually have also great pain. And if we stay with that pain, we roll out the red carpet to that pain, we process that pain, we give love to it as a parent would give to a child, we will heal that trauma, but through the back door, or instead of repeating it and refreshing the pain in our life again and again, we go to the pain when we are not in the pattern and we heal it, because it's like a lost soul part of you or a traumatized part of you that needs help. And in this case, it feels very abandoned and out in the cold. But this person is deliberately putting themselves in a position where they feel abandoned. They might cut loose a lot of people that they have tried to get in love from. And they're trying to cut themselves loose from these people. And it's making them feel very lonely. And here we have the Hierophant. Five of Pentacles, Hierophant. I think they're trying to become their own family. They're trying to take good care of themselves and like build a new type of moral or culture for their future. Hierophant, again, it's a card of commitment, marriage, family, tribe. So again, I feel like you are their tribe and they possibly, or they miss you like a great deal. Okay. So, and here we have the Queen of Swords. I feel like this is almost your energy, that you have said no to them or you don't want them. But even if they go through all this ordeal with trying to work through themselves and their personality, it seems as if they still want you, or identify the issue being that they want someone that doesn't want them back, or that kind of gives them, or don't think that they are good enough. I will take clarification for the Queen of Swords there and see what the divine has to say about this Queen of Swords. It's yang energy, so this queen has a masculine authority together with the Hierophant. I think they are going to use this energy, like they have seen it in you. Maybe you said no to them. Maybe you said, I can't continue this abusive relationship. And now they're going to do the same thing, but in their own life and towards the people that it concerns. So I'm seeing them starting to become not protective of themselves, but very eagle-eye sharp in their relationship, and kind of start to judge their different situation, all from family to friendship to work relationship, love relationship, everything. They're going to become more authoritative in these relationship and be more clear with saying yes and no, to yes to what they do want, no to what they don't want. So I'm seeing them being prepared to go it alone and possibly be abandoned by everyone, but they are going to start to stand up for themselves. And that's what I'm seeing. So I feel as if they are taking this example from you and learning from you. And therefore, I think this is a big part of why you were supposed to meet each other, to trigger this kind of growth in each other. So what does this mean for your relationship then? The Camel Boy, small steps asking for help. So it says that this person isn't near ready to have like a fulfilled relationship with you. They're just starting to figure this out. They're just starting to work on themselves. They're just starting to sort through their relationship and start to define themselves and their own authority. Why do I speak of authority? It's because when we are in relationships to other people, we might compromise ourselves a great deal to be loved. We might even compromise ourselves to all people that's abusive or manipulative or have sociopathic or narcissistic traits. And in that case, we need to kind of whine ourselves off these relationships. We don't have to end all of them. If we have we love our child, but it can be a psychopath, but we're dealing with that relationship in a way that we learn so that we don't hurt ourselves or repeat old patterns of abuse or victimhood in those relationships. So when next time when this drunken uncle wants to come to the dinner party, we say, yes, you're welcome, but I will kick you out if you are drunk or if you start to become abusive of anyone. Then I'm going to make a signal like this to the door, and it's time for you to move home. So that's the yellow card. And if you don't follow that yellow card, I will get help to remove you from the premises. So that can be a way to deal with these things. So that's the kind of authority I'm talking about. Before, we didn't want to create conflict. We didn't want other people to think, but he's just like, this is our uncle. He's always like this. Don't start like some kind of drama here now. And others might have felt like, why did you invite this person in the first place? And there's a lot of opinion, and we are trying to compromise with all these opinions, and it's driving us crazy. This is all these opinions. These opinions is in our own heads, but they're also being reflected with people on the outside that will throw these opinions in our face. And that makes us lose our authority, because we start to second guess ourselves and question ourselves, and we don't become this, pointing with our whole hand. We lose our authority and dignity and self-respect because we're trying to listen to all these voices. But here this person is working with the yang energy to gain their own authority and to start to become more clear with what they can accept and what they can't accept from their tribe. And this is very positive because it will let this person become more grown up, more mature, more rock solid, a better and warmer person in the end, because when we become rock solid like this and gain our own authority without being a control freak, I might add, because that's when it's shift goes over to overdrive. But when we become like this and we are in the foundation an empathic person, we will become very warm, generous. We will become like a real leader. We'll gain our own independence, self-respect, but we also learn to respect others. We learn to not take other people's crap personally. So we will, accept our uncle when he behaves in a way that we can feel like we feel nice. But when they do things that make us feel not nice, we say, okay, it's time for you to go home. And then we're breaking free from the blindfold and the ropes, and we don't care about these swords. We take down these swords and say, I'm not going to care if you think I should have handled this differently. This is how I handle it because it's my house. If it's not your house and you are in this party with uncle, the best way might be to remove ourselves. We just say, okay, or we can say to this person to their face that I see that you are behaving badly. I think that you should go home. But if everyone starts to bicker like this, we say, okay, so I will leave you with this problem and I will go home because I won't be a part of this pattern, this negative pattern. 8 is like an eternity symbol. So together with the Wheel of Fortune is a very ominous sign of karma. Okay, so I have a hard time seeing exactly where this goes for you, but the divine says this will take time before this person figures this out. So they want a committed love relationship with you, but it possibly won't end up like this. Maybe they will change so much while they are growing personally, that they will be a person that you wouldn't fall in love with anymore. Or it can be better. It can be that you work through your issues while they work through their issues. And when you meet on the other side, finally, a lot of your problems will have been solved. But it was first, the solution to these problems was first triggered by the problems that you had in your relationship. And that taught both of you how to grow from this point, to become a person that you yourself can be more happy with, because it's about self-love, dignity, self-respect, which we can see a lot with the Queen of Swords and the Hierophant here. So we'll see a little bit if we can see something here. I can't love you in the way you deserve right now, because they want to be your forever partner, but they need to work through their pattern with their own family before they can, make changes together with you. 5. Love is too dangerous. Relationships feels complicated for this person, but I think they have a clear view on this. But it might be that for some of you that they will cut you loose and even ghost you because they think this isn't working out. Love is too dangerous. It's too complicated. I'm repeating my old pattern over and over. So that can happen with the 5 of Pentacles here, that they put your relationship on ice or on hold. But with the Knight of Swords, this is what they're working with. Why is love dangerous? Why am I repeating this? Why am I ending up in this heartbreaking situations again and again? So they're going to figure it out. I'm very hopeful. The grass was always greener elsewhere. Yes, it's an easy solution to the problem. It's the 3 of Cups that we saw in the beginning, that we think we can exchange one person for the other, and often we can, but I'm seeing it becoming harder and harder for people to do just that. And I'm not saying stay in a crappy relationship because you won't find anyone else, because this is the solution. We feel like we are in a crappy relationship, we want to find someone else. But if we are in a crappy relationship, don't go and find someone else. Go and find yourself, Hermit. Go and find your own dignity, Queen of Swords. Go and find out who you are and break those old patterns with the Justice card. So the grass is greener because we're searching for ourselves. When we find ourselves, there we are. And people will come in our life and they will go, and we won't search. We can actively invite them or uninvite them, but we're not going to hysterically need someone in our life. We don't need a replacement for the person that we lose. We have ourselves like an anchor all the time. So I'm seeing this person having a typical pattern of wanting to just change partner, but we have already seen that didn't work out for them. They tried possibly to date other people and it didn't feel nice. So they are going to work on themselves. It's 100% clear they're going to work on themselves, but how fast they will end this work or be able to be a good partner for you, I can't say. Camel boy, small steps, asking for help. So it will probably take a while. I would urge you to watch the love reading for June, or the what do they want to happen reading from previous month, to get more information about this relationship and this situation and possible other angles on this. On my first channel page, there's a playlist for your specific astrological sign where you can watch all the latest readings for your specific sign in one single playlist. On the end screen, you will see a link to that playlist, so go and check it out. And if you want to see the channel's readings in advance and ads free, you can become an extended member to the channel. I'm also doing spiritual growth readings for all the members to the channel every week, and personal readings for elements readings and all signs readings for the full members to the channel. Subscribe and then check out the different levels through the join button that will appear, or follow the link in the description box to learn more about membership. And thank you so much for watching this far. Remember to like and share this video and hit the bell notification on your way out to get updates when the next video is up. Until then, stay blessed and bye for now.